Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Running on Empty Food Review. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. So, I'm not even afraid to admit it. This is take 2. We had a little bit of a glare issue, but it's been taken care of, so now we're getting down to business. Today's review is for an item. You might be scratching your head. You might be saying, just why? The Dave's single from Wendy's. Everyone knows what the Dave's single is. It's a ubiquitous item. I think everyone has had dozens, if not hundreds of them in their lifespan as of yet. You know that saying where they say when certain babies are born, as soon as they arrive, they can start reciting the words to Beatles songs. This is the same type of thing. It is ingrained in our subconscious. We all know what the Dave single is, so why am I reviewing it again? Well, here's the reason why. Despite the fact that the Dave single, it is literally in all of our subconscious. Studies actually prove it. Wendy's has an interesting offer, and I couldn't even help. I couldn't help. As soon as I saw it, I thought to myself, wow, I wonder. I haven't even had a Dave single in a while. I wonder if it's worth it. See, Wendy's has a promotion going right now, where if you download the Wendy's app, that would be on your phone, and every fast food place has an app. Wendy's obviously does too, but they're trying to promote it. So if you download the Wendy's app, and you make an order with it, and any order, okay, you can get 25 cheeseburgers if you want, and that could be your order. Or you could just get a drink, or you can get some ice cream or a cookie or whatever. But if you make an order on the Wendy's app, you can get a free Dave's single with that order. There's no price limit, nothing. I mean, you could buy a small fries and you can get a Dave's single for free. This is a $5 burger. It's definitely on the more quality side. It's not a dollar menu item or anything. You're paying $5 for this burger otherwise. You could get it for free with, a 50-cent purchase. I think no matter what, that's a pretty good deal, but the question still exists. Despite, how lucrative, so to speak, this deal sounds, is it worth it? Because you could go all out of your way to get the app, make the order, you get the sandwich, and then it's not any good. So that question came to my mind, because again, I hadn't had a Dave's single in a while. I was thinking, I kind of forgot what that tasted like. When I go to Wendy's, I always like to get the spicy chicken sandwiches. So I thought, well, I'm going to give it a shot, and, I'll let you know what I think of it, and hopefully from there we'll know whether you should really take advantage of this deal or not. The Dave's single is a quarter-pound burger, again, priced in the $5 range. It comes with American cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, ketchup, mayo, and onion. Think of it as a deluxe burger, Wendy's version of a deluxe sandwich, which we call a burger, I suppose. Alright, so here's what it looks like. Let's take a look at it. As I said, it's a pretty standard burger, at least as they say it should be. And we'll really see. So right here, they just use vague terminology, but they just call it a hamburger. So there's that. I'll just move the bag like this so you can see the Wendy's creature kind of staring into your soul like that. So they're watching you. Okay, Dave's single. There we go. Dave's single. I'll believe them when they say that that's a quarter-pound patty. It's actually pretty surprising that the patty probably takes up just as much space on the sandwich as the bun does, and that's something that you don't see very often. So you got the beef patty right there. Okay, there we go. Got the beef patty. Let's see what else is on this, if they got everything. Oh yeah, you can see that mayo action right there. Glistening in the afternoon sun. Some ketchup as well. Those are pickles that are hiding in there. They kind of blend in with the bun, but they're there. You can see the ring of onion around it as well. And on the other side, tomato. the lettuce, the cheese. The cheese is kind of hiding under everything, but you can kind of see it right there. And then the beef patty. So it does have everything on it. It's kind of consolidated, you know, they kind of just squashed it in there between the buns. Again, this might not be necessarily the signature sandwich. I think for a while they tried to play it off as being so, but I think the Baconator is the signature sandwich from Wendy's. I don't think there's any doubt in that. But either way, hey, if you would be getting this for free, no matter what, this is a pretty complete sandwich for free. I will say that nonetheless. But of course, it may look all right. You know, it's not the prettiest sandwich in the world, but it certainly looks like you're at least not getting ripped off with the beef. But it all depends on how good it is. So I'm going to try it out for you and let you know what I think of it. So it's the Dave's Single from Wendy's, not the Dave's Half a Single from Wendy's. Going in. This right here is what they call a saucy sandwich. Right there on the top, that's all sauce, you know, you can see that's all sauce right there. It's just a mix of mayo and ketchup kind of seeping out. I'll tell you this, you know, it certainly adds flavor, but that might be a little overkill, I'll tell you that, you know. I don't necessarily think it needs all of that sauce, but that's an issue that you pretty much see at every single fast food place. It is not unique by any means to Wendy's. I'm gonna take one more bite. Got to take that sip of water. So what does it taste like exactly? You have to remember, when it comes down to the Dave's Single from Wendy's, this is not a barbecue bacon sandwich, or it's not, you know, some special themed burger with hot sauce or anything like that. It's supposed to be simply a standard, but, you know, as Wendy's would say, higher quality hamburger. And, you know, the one thing that I did notice with this burger, which, you know, is a compliment to Wendy's, all of the components that are on this burger, you can taste. Despite all of the sauce that was on it, everything could be tasted, identified, and made out. You know, sometimes you eat a sandwich and things just get lost in there. I had that issue with the Papa John's pizza I tried the other day, and sometimes they just get lost, and, you know, you can't make out this or can't make out that. You can taste everything on this sandwich. The beef patty, you're definitely getting a 1/4 pound of beef. It is juicy, flavorful. You know, it's not like a 5-star restaurant quality beef patty, but it's definitely there, and you can taste it, and that is the star of the dish. The American cheese blends in well with the patty. That works out there. The onion, that's one of the first things that I can taste. It's potent, but they did a good job by only adding that one ring of it, because on this type of sandwich, that's all that you need. You know, they could, if they went overboard on it, then that would be the only thing that you would taste. So that one just ring of onion is enough, It adds that potency and adds a little extra flavor. Get that little bit of tang from the pickles as well. The lettuce, they said, you know, it actually did have a little bit of a crispness to it, which was described on their website. So I'm glad they got that down. And you know, the tomato on it and the ketchup and all of that kind of just blends together, adds that, you know, just adds a little bit of moisture to the sandwich, so to speak. Overall, I think it's a pretty good burger. My only complaint is I think they went a little overboard with the sauce. I think they could have cut back on the ketchup and mayo because it could end up being rather messy otherwise. So I think if they just cut back on the mayo and the ketchup dressing on it, it'd be even better. But considering the context of this review, that you'd be getting this sandwich for free, I say that would be an excellent deal. You know, it's a pretty standard burger otherwise, but at least you're getting what you asked for. And again, the main star of that dish, that quarter-pound beef patty, is definitely there. It tastes pretty good and you're not getting ripped off. So out of 10, I'm going to be giving this an 8.6 out of 10. Because again, my only complaint is a relatively minor one when it comes down to preparation. The amount of sauce that's on this burger. And that's something that could easily be changed on you know, by your order. You can just say, could you please be a little light on the mayo or the ketchup, and maybe they'll fulfill that request. Alright, on a final note, two things. Number one, you want to support this channel, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/The Report of the Week. It's a way to help keep this channel going and help keep the VORW Radio International broadcasts going as well. That's very important. Speaking of my latest broadcast, you can find it on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/VORW_radio_INT. Of course, everyone's talking about Hurricane Florence. I am too. My show is going to be focusing on just preparation and safety and just a few tips on that. If you're in the Carolinas, tune in on the shortwave, 7780 kilohertz, 9395 or 5850 kilohertz, Thursday afternoon, not Saturday, Thursday afternoon and evening. But check it out. Really recommend you listen. I think it's important advice, even if you're not going to get hit by the storm. But for anyone in the Carolinas, I wish you all the best of luck, and please stay safe out there. That's all that I have for you. Thank you for watching this review, and I'll be with you again in a couple days with another video. Thank you, take care. I'm your host, The Report of the Week.